Okay, new session. So I played everything up until this point in a single session. I think I got interrupted halfway through and came back like halfway through, but it was all one night. Now some time has passed. I gotta try to recalibrate a little bit. I wish I could beat every puzzle game in one sitting, but they're longer than that. And I want them to be longer than that, that's a good thing. But there's definitely like god, my flow. I had something in progress, right? So I do remember, I believe... No. You're the one I already went into. You're the mechanical one. I quite remember being inside you. Was it the clock that was next? The ship was obviously the first place. I was tempted to go around and unlock every single gate one by one. Because clearly making that thing spin around is going to open them all up. So this... It was you, wasn't it? Was it you with the puzzle that made no sense to me? No. Uh-oh. Guess who's gone and gotten disoriented? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Well, what I do know is that if I rotate this thing one by one, we'll slowly figure out all the different solutions. So we just did that one last. What can I make you face next? I can double check it, but I think that's the one we've done already. Whole thing is definitely slightly prolonged by the way that you have to, like, sort of go back and forth. Right. There we go. It's like, do you think you've picked the right setting? Well, are you willing to bet about 30 seconds on it? Because that's what your future entails. Please open. Gotta get... Please open. There we go. Gotta get recalibrated for how the movement works in this game. It likes to switch into, hey, you want to have free movement on your mouse, right? More often than you'd like to. So that's the one we did at the beginning of the game. So just try the next one now. Yep. I definitely wish the game would just make up its mind whether I'm going to be controlling the mouse or the camera at any given moment. Because it constantly switches without me telling it to, which is really jarring and weird. But obviously it's... I'm just voicing my own experience playing the game, of course, because it's a pointless criticism because there's been 4 sequels already, and this game was made very long ago. So, I think they know... anything I say about this game, I think they already know at this point. That's what I would say. Close. There we go. I figure the answer more or less is just to rotate it one slot at a time, and then we can check out what each world is. Undecided about what to do with what to do with the pages for the books. It might be best to ignore them even. 7, 2, 4. 7, 2, 4. Should I screenshot that? Let's take a photo with my phone. Click. There we go. I don't know why I need to vocalize the click. We haven't used the 724 yet, have we? Yet? I think it's probably the safe combination, right? Open. I said open while closing something because I'm an insane person. This will be my system more or less, though, is to rotate the thing one slot at a time, then take note of whatever the thing is I find, then go visit the location that the light's shining on and see if that helps me solve something. So now we're looking at the observatory thing to the left of the clock, which is the weird water pressure room. So maybe it'll make sense now. Why am I stuck? Oh, weird. Because I unfortunately did one or two of them before fully understanding how the progression system works, which led to some... me not having as much, not having kept as good track of my progression and which ones I've done as I would have liked. What? No, use the... Do I rotate it? There we go. Myst matches. Sure. Myst branded matches. Who wouldn't have those? Now it's a lit match. Do I burn something down? Yep. We've got ourselves a furnace now. Okay. Let's make bad ideas. Oh, that's less fire. More fire? Less fire. Let's go find the source of the audio so I can figure out what I'm actually doing. What? Excuse me. Tree, can you come back? Okay, that's not what I thought was making the sound, but that's interesting. So I need to drop for a bit to get it closer. Can I make you sit steady? Not really, huh? My hope is to make it sit steady for a while so I can make it stop in a specific spot. Is it still going down or up right now? Hey. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna go enjoy my tree coffin now. Okay, that's terrifying. This feels like it ranks on the list of bad ideas. Well, now I know why this one's weirdly framed. So this must be how you get to the tree village one that we heard, the first book I read about. Yeah, I'm more or less coming to the conclusion that both brothers are probably untrustworthy, which means I probably don't necessarily want to deal with either of them. Oh... See, like, Jonathan Blow says the witness is inspired by Myst. And, wow, this is very apparent right now. This is just a straight-up location they reuse in Witness at one point. Not exactly, but really close. There are a lot of overlapping details there. Alright. Show me what you've got. Turns out I didn't have to memorize 724. I mean, I didn't have to photograph it because I just remembered it. So, to avoid being as disoriented as I was earlier, I'm going to try very hard to finish this entire game today. I've tried to set up time for that to be possible, because I want to keep my flow if I can. This is a cool looking location. It's often surprising to me how much, like, I can just play an older game and be like, yeah, I can just accept this. And I'm not even really thinking actively about how old it looks, really. Obviously, this is not a 1993 game. It was remastered, but it was... I think it was remastered a while ago at this point? Like 10 plus years ago or something? Maybe I'm wrong. Like, this is all I need. Give me some nice colors. And then I'll just move on from there. What do we have here? Now I want to try the other direction. Oh, you can't make it go up, you can only go up and down. When you pull it down, you have to hold it, apparently. Is that the thing? Seems like there's a bridge underwater or something. There's a weird solidness to that visual. Solidity? There's kind of a Hanna-Barbera looking thing going on too, and that it's the same color as this interactive looking bridge too, that's apparently smashed, but seemed to go nowhere. So these tree people really did just live in trees. Oh. Maybe that's what I need. Let's try it again. They lived in trees, just in an ocean, and that's it. Well, as far as you can see, just trees. Not ideal. So it doesn't work yet. Let's follow the pipe back. See what conjunctions I can find. What junctions, not conjunctions. I assume that if you put it that side, it's blocking that side, which means that side flows. I assume that's the meaning of that diagram. And because we have a lever up there, I assume we want to make these point at it. So they both currently do, it looks like. This one goes underwater and must surface somewhere else. Interesting. That's still pointing left. This one can go either way. So both serve my purpose. That points left. That's where I think I'm trying to go. There's a windmill. Ah, it's electricity. Probably. Because it's attached to a power source. Or is it... Ah. I need to turn that to turn it on, huh? What do you do? Well, now I'm really in witness territory. I'm under a windmill. There's a confusing lever that is not immediately apparent in what it does. Oh. Familiar. Okay, so now we have a constant flowing water noise that seems to indicate that things are moving as you'd hope. So now I'm going to try to follow the way that we've put the levers so far, and then see if the lever at the end works, or if this is even how this matches up. I could try reversing them all if it doesn't. Well, that's a neat trick. Why did I do that, though? So is this a new spot, or was it... It almost seems like I was here earlier. No, this is new. I must have Did I start over there? I started walking immediately, so I kind of lost track of where I spawned in the first place. So I briefly thought it might have been here, but no, this is a new spot, justifying that action. We have a lift over here and hand crank. There we go. So that probably links all the way back to the windmill. So I'm betting this elevator doesn't work until I get everything switched correctly towards it. That's a slam. Okay. So now we need to head back and connect this new cable, and then I can figure out where the lift takes me. I might want to finish exploring the surrounding area, just because if I need to take anything with me up there, then we'd probably want to find that stuff first. This is definitely the zone that makes you thankful there's a sprint button. This is probably where the click to move becomes most exasperating in the original version. Is these very long connecting paths where you click a lot, probably to get around. So that's pointing this way. That goes the right way. Oh, there's another lift here. Was there a spiral staircase back here? No, dang it. There we go. I might want to divert it towards this thing, though, just to see what it does. We'll get to the two different lifts later. Let's see what this thing does. Looks like a staircase, so what does the power do? Just give me access? Seems like it's just pointing underwater. Whoop, whoop. Let's see. It doesn't seem to open. And there might be a lift up there. It's hard to tell. So maybe I'm supposed to find the back way in. Okay, then. Is there really no lever on that thing? I don't see one. Let's try you then. No. Dang it. There we go. I'll try to point out this lift right over here. Because I had to work to get to the other one, which makes me feel like it's a more final element of the puzzle. Whereas this one's easy to get to. So let's see what one does when they get access to it. A lot of safety regulations, huh? We're literally jumping between different realities, but they're all about the safety regulations with these elevators. You always have to close the door before they'll move. It's just a universal rule. You don't even have to meet people across other universes to even come up with the idea, apparently. Just gonna try to go across these bridges without thinking about Crash Bandicoot. Can't go out there. There's a few leaves. Scattered wood and woodwork. This may not amount to much. Gonna try not to see shapes in these trees. We have to try very hard not to get disoriented so we don't miss one of these. I half expect to grab one of these things and have to blow wind over to make different pitches for a puzzle. It's happened before. So far, the rooms feel empty. I'm not really seeing things. No notes. Just where people likely lived. Like they were just making a point to make it big enough so it was believable that people lived up here. Okay, I came here and whistling started happening. Is it from all these jugs hanging? You've got me suspicious, game. Dude, they were really big into pots. They loved pots. I'm not really sure where they're getting their clay from, because they look like clay pots. Did they have to go diving for that? Am I gonna have a... I don't remember the story explaining the origins of clay. How deep is the water around here? Is it like ocean deep, or is this like an island that's only... Maybe this whole thing is an island that's just slightly underwater, making it relatively easy to get to the soil underneath? Because there are trees, and you can see them getting wide at the bottom, so it seems like the dirt would be, like, right there. Because, yeah, if they're making clay pots, they need access to clay in the first place. I don't think I'm going in circles yet. But I am kind of already disoriented as to where I'm going. Oh, maybe I need to bring up that map. Yeah, I took a screenshot of what looked like a map during one of the first books. I bet that can help me navigate. Hey, it's the spiral staircase. This will help me out if I can open it up. Can I activate this spiral staircase at all? Or do I have to use you? So you don't work. Not now. And this door also doesn't seem to open. I don't see a handle or an interactive spot, but also I have no reason to take this down because it's just going to take me to where I was. Can I close you? Listen, I'm just trying to be polite. Would you close, please? Okay, have it your way. Have it your way. I'm going to pause a second. I'm going to try to open up my Myst map. Oh yeah, this thing even says like future bridge and stuff like that. Alright, so I am currently opening a map that I took a screenshot of in like probably episode 2 or something. when I was looking at the book. I don't know how much it's going to help me. I mostly hugged right while I was going around. I'm going to mostly hug left until I find somewhere to go. But I may want to go back down and then visit the other elevator I haven't used yet. It probably leads to that thing. That place might be important. Because, yeah, I don't know what else I'll be able to do here. I don't see any documentation, any people, or even like a hint of a puzzle yet. Just pots. You look important. Hey, I opened the spiral staircase thing. Now that's open. Okay. That's useful, because that means that if I open that, now I have access to going up and down, regardless of the state of the powered elevator, so I can go ahead and just switch them to the next state. And that's good. I don't know if I can look at the map to actually tell where I am right now, because they're mostly a bunch of circular buildings. This is a circular building that's a dead end, at the end of another circular building after a square. So square, circle, circle, dead end. Ah! I think right here is the intended path of the future bridge. Okay, because I think I can tell where the spiral staircase is on the map. In which case, I basically just went basically everywhere, I believe. I'm now navigating via the map on my other screen that we took a picture of back then. Yeah. There's the triangular platform with the unfinished thing, which is also on the map. There should be one thing here, then I'll turn left, and then I'll have a choice of going left or right. And this is the dead end too. So there's the lift I came from, and this is the place I maybe didn't try yet. No, this is the workshop that's full of stuff. Okay. So yeah, the map is reliable, and I can navigate based on it. And to shoot out, I'm going to do this now. So let's go left to get to the box, then I'll turn right to get to the other box room. Then I'll go straight, which will lead me to a circular room. Yeah. I'll turn right to get to a box room that's then followed by another box room when I go straight, and then after that I'll go right towards the spiral staircase. Yep, there it is. So the map we took a picture of at the beginning is very reliable, apparently. And I can just head straight down. Whoa. Weird. That just kind of happens. Oh! Oh, you just hold down forward and you rotate automatically. Aww. That's endearing. Why can't more games do this? It's like the smartest thing ever. And that's why that was locked. Okay. I never really have a problem with the idea. When I'm holding a controller, I don't mind the idea of rotating my character manually when I go downstairs, because I'm just like, oh, I slightly lean the right stick to the right, or left, or whatever, while I'm going down. But when I'm on a keyboard and mouse, it feels really weird, because I'm slowly rotating the mouse, then I've got to, like, awkwardly pick it up and, like, rotate some more, and stuff like that while I'm rotating. Like normally that type of movement works fine for normal PC gameplay, but the moment you're on a spiral staircase, it feels really awkward to pick up your mouse multiple times because the level design requires you to spin over and over again. And so, like, that's actually a thing I kind of wish I would see in more games. Like, if just run forward and the character will auto-rotate down the staircase would be kind of nice. That is a clever idea that I've never seen anyone else do, I don't think. That's the pipe bridge? Yeah. So I want this one to go left. Nope, dang it. There we go. I don't see another one. Let's double check, because if I don't double check, I'll have to go all the way back around if something's wrong. Nope. Looks like I'll have to use the hand crank on that side. Oh no, that was how I extended the bridge in the first place. This sounds fairly straightforward. Or the puzzle in it seems straightforward so far. The navigation is literally the opposite of what straightforward means, in that it is completely an entangled mess. I kind of just like being here. Compared to the other places, I just like being here. The other places kind of sucked. Like, as places to stay at. Because these are all introduced as being like... Or most of them are introduced as being places people had to live in. That's worth noting. Hello. Huh. I did it. I found the exit. Is that it? Is that it? Is that all? I feel like reading the story about Channelwood took longer than solving its mysteries. I mean, I never saw another path anywhere, or anywhere else to go, or anything else to interact with. It was just that. That might have been it. That might be the entirety of Channelwood. Huh. I don't think I never even found red and blue pages. Well, only thing left to do is the next step. Hello. Where are you going to point next? Ah, yeah. We need that thing and that thing specifically, because I know I've been waiting to solve this damn thing for a while now. Because I tried to solve it multiple times now and kept making breakthroughs, but I was missing the key clue. And then, of course, we have the rocket ship. Well, R.I.P. pretty age. It was also pretty easy, apparently. Makes sense. It's introduced as it's the first story I read, and it has the most straightforward and innocent story of all of them, I feel like. So it's almost like it was suggesting that that'd be the easiest one, or the first one. I think I made a mistake. I either didn't put it on the right spot, or something else. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh. I was just listening to the sound effect. I'm like, I think they may have used the same sound effect in Crash Bandicoot for those, the countdown things that are gonna blow you up. Oh, crap, it's supposed to be red. Can you even point at the weird building? You can't. It won't point at this guy. Huh. Maybe I have to do that one later. Maybe there's an order to some of this. I stopped it pointing at it so perfectly that I just didn't even question the fact that it wasn't the right color. Meaning I done goofed. This is an enjoyable experience playing this game. It'll be interesting figuring out how to play the sequels. So Riven is on Steam, so that's easy. I'll have to jump through some hoops to make it work, because that's supposed to be a problem with the original Myst and Riven, is that if you play them, they're harder to get to work. 59 volts. Looks like I am going back to that thing anyway. So getting Riven to work and record correctly might be a bit of a hassle, and there might be a few crashes or other problems as we play through it, but I can probably generally get it to work. This is not me promising to play them next, necessarily. Although, yeah, if you guys want to nominate Myst sequels and stuff like that on Patreon, then it wins, then that's what we do. But sooner or later, the plan is to play all sorts of different games, and that includes the Myst franchise and the Witcher franchise and a bunch of other things that I have on my gargantuan to-do list. 3 and 4 are going to be harder, because I think those are the ones that Ubisoft owns, and Ubisoft has been a problem there, because they just haven't remastered them, and they haven't put them out on Steam, and I don't think they put them out on anything, not even on Uplay. I kind of wish they would just sign up for something with GOG, get a nice partnership deal where they get a cut, and GOG goes through all the work of actually making their games work on modern PCs and stuff. So that means that in order to get those copies, you basically have to track down physical copies of them, which Amazon's there to help, but then you have the issue of trying to get those to work